Hello friends, welcome to another Steam Key unboxing. So based on a recommendation last week, I went to Gamestarg, which is Gamestarg.mx, and I bought a lot of stuff. So since I bought so many keys, and this is actually the end of October episode, this is going to be a part 1. So this will cover one of the products, and then we'll do the summary, because if I did them all, it'd take a little bit longer to go through. I'll go through the other ones next week, what I bought, and we'll finish it up. So I bought this random Steam key indie times 10. So for $3.99, you can get random Steam key indie times 10, pay with cryptocurrency, get 50% off. I didn't pay with cryptocurrency because I don't really want to do that. Not for games, not for here. You know, it's your choice though. So I don't know what their process is. I can't vouch for whether they're legit or not. Low price. A higher price is guaranteed when purchased, considering the base price of Steam. No free games, no DLC. They take PayPal, Bitcoin, MasterCard, and Visa. Now, here's where I ran into a bit of a problem, and I want to make this really clear. It takes 1 to 2 hours to send via email and private message. So, here's my issue. I bought this, and I waited. I waited an hour. I waited 2 hours. I waited 4 hours. Check back again. I waited 24 hours and still hadn't heard anything. Now, I know that sounds a little overprivileged or whatever you want to call it of me, but when you say it's going to take an hour to 2 hours and you haven't even made contact with me for 1 day, I'm going to make contact with you. So I did not get my keys until I actually wrote them back, and then I did not get them for another 8 hours after that. So it took, about 32 hours for me to get my keys. Just making you aware that it took 30 more hours than it said it was going to take for them to send them. They did send them eventually. I'll let you decide as you watch the video if it was actually worth the wait. But it took more than a day. But then again, I waited a day to contact them, but it took another 8 to 10 hours for them to actually send me the keys. So not really the level of support that you get from G2A or Kinguin or one of those places. I don't know how big this organization is, but if you're patient, you get games like we got here. If you're not, I would highly suggest going somewhere else, because if you're not willing to wait, then you're probably not going to be willing to put up with their, crap. Alright, so our first game, since I actually closed the Steam page that I usually open up to, is Unepic. Daniel was just an average guy. He was a great video game player, a big fan of sci-fi movies, and a novice RPG player. In the midst of an RPG, he was teleported into a castle. At first, Daniel believed that he was having a massive hallucination. I bet. I mean, lots of very positive reviews. So, I have played this. I kind of want to play this, but I haven't had an opportunity to play it yet. I'm pretty sure I already had it, so I'll probably be giving this away soon. So watch the contests and enter if you want to. It has a lot in it. I mean, pets, lots of scrolls, lots of potions, lots of spells, hundreds of weapons, 7 bosses, 200 rooms. And the stats from SteamDB.info. In case you're wondering, I have a SteamDB account hooked up to my account, so it shows me stats on the games. 153 players online now, 155 peak today, 3,095 all-time peak. Next on the list, Memoria. 2 stories, 2 main characters, 1 epic experience. In Memoria, players travel through different time periods while following 2 distinct protagonists. Saja, a southern princess who wants to be a war hero, and Garon, a bird catcher who wants to lift a curse from his girlfriend. Or maybe he wants to lift a curse that is his girlfriend. I don't know. Mostly positive. Very positive overall. 20 online now, 25 peak today, 314 all-time peak. And the game looks decent, but I don't know if this is actual gameplay or if these are stylized screens, so I can't imagine how you would play it, but the screenshots don't really give me a sense of what I'm going to be doing. It looks like it's like your standard RPG, and then you see screens like this where it's just a big hallway. So I don't know. Haven't played it. Next on our list, Murder Miners. The #1 rated Xbox Live indie game. Halo-inspired destructible constructible environments, vehicles, zombie survival, hookshots, infection mode. Be the zombie and eat the dead to level up your zombie abilities. We host 30-player games every week. Join us. FPSs are not really my thing. I don't know if I'll play this one. 423 online now, 1769 peak today, 1769 all-time peak. So today they hit their all-time peak. That's pretty cool. For a port of an Xbox indie game. Which isn't bad. It's probably better than a mobile port. Next on our list, Her Story. A woman is interviewed 7 times by the police, search the video database, and explore hundreds of authentic clips to discover her story in this groundbreaking and award-winning narrative game. Actually, I'm kind of fascinated by this game. They don't give you a lot of information about it, so it has that mystery, but you're kind of like piecing together a puzzle, I guess. I don't know. I have not played it yet, but I actually saw it and kind of wanted to play it. I think it lacks in replayability a bit. Once you get through it, you kind of know how it ends. I think some people said something about that in the comments. Anyway, 31 online now, 39 peak today, 663 all-time peak. Alright, next on our list, Super 3D Noah's Ark. Fast-paced first-person adventure aboard Noah's Ark. Yeah, alright. So we're putting animals to sleep. 2 online now, 3 peak today, 140 all-time peak. Pretty sure this is on one of the not great games list, but that's all subjective opinion. Wolfenstein 3D comparison. It's cheap game, but it looks like Doom with a slingshot. Could have just as easily done Bart Simpson. Where are we? Here we are. Next game on our list, Lovely Planet. I have no idea what this game is about. It has an odd art style that I'm not sure I'm really digging, but whatever. First-person shooter gun ballet set in a cutesy abstract world. Jump and shoot your way through 5 worlds of treacherous enemies with your trusty semi-automatic. It's kind of like maybe Equilibrium meets Mario. Nah, it couldn't be that cool. 3 online now, 9 peak today, 2,999 all-time peak. Just couldn't crack that 3,000 mark. Too bad. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling this art style, so this one will sit in my library and do nothing. Next on our list is a game trying to capitalize on other games, Car Mechanic Manager. Now, I noticed they even try to use the same car mechanic simulator font style. This is probably a mobile port, because I remember seeing some of these when I was actually playing some on a tablet. Mixed reviews on this one. Manage car service, paint shop, car wash, and tune cars. It doesn't sound as in-depth or complex as it probably could be. 1 online now, 3 peak today, 18 all-time peak. I think it's got a lot of stuff in it. So maybe we'll give it a run. Next on our list, Nom. You are Alan the Bear Westmoreland, Marine Corps Sergeant. The trouble starts on a deadly Viet Cong raid. Here, the jungle is your battleground. Your mission, survive. Yeah, it's showing its age. I mean, I guess this came out in 98. And, yeah. 0 online now. 2 peak today, 9 all-time peak. I guess if you're looking for a shooter, maybe this would be okay. Very positive reviews. I mean, probably for gameplay it's pretty solid, but the content, man, the content, I'm just not one to want to play war simulations, like actual war simulations. I mean, fictional war simulations are different to a degree, but I don't know. I would not want to play a game on Desert Storm or Desert Shield. Not my thing. Don't care. Don't really need to relive that. So I would pass on that one. Just like I know a lot of people would probably pass on Nom. Next on the list is a game that I found the title to be kind of interesting, Megapolis. So I would have thought it would have been Megapolis, Megapolis, but it's Megapolis. I guess that's right, but I don't know. Maybe either way is correct. I'm not an English teacher. Construct beautiful and functional city zones with plenty of modern blocks and keep your residents happy by providing all services they need, and they will reward you with a tidy profit. You can work your way to the top in comprehensive campaign mode, or you can create and play your own custom cities, probably. Whatever. 1 online now, 2 peak today, 260 all-time peak. Next game, Death Goat, which sounds pretty cool. Death Goat is a bloody arcade shooter featuring hordes of brutal enemies and eardrum-destroying heavy metal. Everything a game needs. 1 online now, 3 peak today, 207 all-time peak. So, it's got 2 soundtracks, an indie game where the soundtracks actually cost more than the actual game. That's pretty awesome. Because the actual game is, I believe it's $2.99? Yeah, the game's $3. The soundtracks together are $12. So that must be one incredible soundtrack. Quit texting me. Alright. So the prices I get on the database, or on the spreadsheet that I put together in this episode, are coming during the Steam Halloween sale. So some of them are lower than they usually are, but that's okay. They're just for comparison. I'm not saying that this is the actual value we got. It just needs some kind of metric by which to base this. So spreadsheet, our great infamous spreadsheet of all the things that we've gotten this week. And the link is in the description if you want to check it out. I've got everything in here going all the way back to January. All the way up to today. And I'm going to leave this out there forever, so you guys can check it out and see, reference the videos, whatnot. If you want to go back, you could check it out. But anyway, this is this week, right here in October. I already have November's in here, but it's blank. So we'll be starting that next week. So today, Unepic, Steam price currently for Unepic is $12.99. On Kinguin, it's $1.82, and on G2A, it's $1.42. Now, all told, of the items I bought on Gamestarg, $29.71. So that is everything that I spent in this order. The rest of the order will show up next week. I will leave off the amount paid because we've already accounted for it. But it does make October look a little bit more expensive than it probably should. So Memoria, $1.99 on Steam, 81 cents on Kinguin, and 59 cents on G2A. Murder Miners, 99 cents on Steam, 94 cents on Kinguin, and 83 cents on G2A. Her Story, $4.79 on Steam, 69 cents on Kinguin, and 50 cents on G2A. Super 3D Noah's Ark was $1.99 on Steam. For some reason, it was $2.05 on Kinguin and 89 cents on G2A. Lovely Planet is $2.99 on Steam. Somehow it's $6.94 on Kinguin and $1.19 on G2A. Car Mechanic Manager is 49 cents on Steam right now. I could not find it on Kinguin, and it was $1.12 on G2A. Nom is $1.74 on Steam right now. Kinguin did not have it listed, and since Kinguin does not like searching for things under 4 characters, I gave up looking for it after about 10 minutes. G2A, it is $1.02. Megapolis was $1.99 on Steam, 73 cents on Kinguin, and 59 cents on G2A. Death Goat was 98 cents on Steam, 81 cents on Kinguin, and 89 cents on G2A. Which brings our Steam total of what we would have spent if we would have bought each of these games individually on Steam up to $30.94. On Kinguin, it would have been $14.79, and on G2A, it would have been $9.04. That is for this set. So that was $4 of this amount paid. So as you can tell, we got a lot of things to cover next week. That's why I'm breaking it up into 2 parts. But this is part 1 and the summary for the month of October. Total amount we would have gotten if we would have bought games individually on Steam this month was $331.11, which is probably about what I paid on other things that I had on Steam this month. On Kinguin, it is $57.39, and on G2A, it is $46.17. All told, we spent $70 to get these keys in October. $70 we spent total on this, and we could have bought all of those games individually so far on G2A for $46, so about half price. So we spent twice as much money buying these keys as we would have gotten just buying them. Now, of course, that figure will change after next month, but it will average out over the year, so I wasn't terribly worried about how it was going to look. Just makes October look a little bit worse than it actually is. So when we get to the end of November, November is going to look a little bit better than it actually is. And then in December, when we do that, and then we do the yearly summary, it will average out across the months. So it doesn't really matter that much. However, if you're looking at October, just be aware that there are things that were not listed because they will be listed next week. And that does it for this episode, because this is a little longer than what I usually like to make them already. And the summaries usually take a bit longer. But that's how we wound up for today at Gamestarg.mx. Like I said, took about 30 more hours than it said it was going to take, or maybe more. So just be aware that if you order from there, you're probably going to have to have patience. You're probably going to have to follow up on your order. You're probably going to have to bug them about it. And then you may get your product. So with that, I am out. Going to be doing some more Halloween stuff today, and going to be doing a visit to another place today, like I was doing months ago that I haven't done in a long time. So that'll be a nice change. And I've also got some other things to take care of today. And I also got pulled over, so I have to fix one of my headlights on my car. So it's going to be a busy weekend. But I'll try to read your comments and reply to them as I can. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.